Do you remember the giant parachute in gym class? Clipping box tops, racing through the Scholastic Book Fair, watching the TV car roll into the classroom like it was the best day of the year. At the time, these felt like ordinary parts of childhood. But looking back, they were the shared experiences that defined an entire generation. Before smartphones, before streaming, before social media took over, growing up meant a different kind of connection. One built through school traditions, Saturday morning cartoons, playground fads, and moments millions of kids experienced together. This is a look back at the childhood we thought we'd never forget. I don't know. I don't know. I thought it would be cool, so I figured I'd do it, but let's go ahead and react to this video. We'll get started. Oh bro, it's Wildcats. Dude, I don't know if, I'm sure you guys know what Wildcats is, but pretty much these two dudes would go and they would go out on wild safaris, and they would have these chips that would be handmade for them, right? And they would put it in their suit, and the suit would turn them into an animal. It was pretty cool.
Elephant powers are so awesome.
Yeah, honestly, there's nothing much more to it. They were kind of weird, honestly. Okay. Oh, bro, is this Club Penguin? No way. I haven't thought about that game in probably like 14 years. Dude, Club Penguin is such an iconic game. You would pretty much, you were a penguin, obviously, as the name says, and you would go in and you would just kind of hang out with your friends. You would do fun challenges, play fun games. I think it was a Wii game. I don't think it ever made it to like PlayStation or Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it was mainly Wii. But yeah, that was a good game. I'm pretty sure they actually canceled it. Like, it got completely shut down. The company opted to close the web-based game rather than updating its aging flash technology and pay the high operational costs required to maintain strict 24/7 child safety moderations. The game had a lot of epilepsy warnings. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Oh, bro, the parachute? Who remembers going into the gym and it'd be like, I don't know, at my school we had like, I don't remember what it was called. It was like Monster Week. And it was like a giant obstacle course, and we filled up the big gym, which was like the giant gym, the size of like high school gyms in elementary school. And we would have obstacles all throughout it. And when that parachute came out, that was the best part of the entire thing. It was like every kid's face lit up the entire time. Everyone was so excited for it. And then when we would have to go, every kid was like so disappointed. We would go back to class and nobody wanted to do the work. What do we got next? Bro. The hoverball. Who remembers the hoverball? I used to have one of these. When these came out, these were like iconic. It's pretty much just a foam piece on a really, really smooth down plastic bottom that just does really well against a lot of surfaces. Dude, that's insane. Dude, it was like $40 too. It was expensive for half of a soccer ball. It's half of a soccer ball.
That's right, the hoverball, the only soccer ball that floats like magic. Hoverball floats.
It did work really well on like hard surfaces and like carpet, and even the bed. It worked well on the bed. Land Before Time. This is kind of embarrassing, but when I was a kid, I was really scared of like Monsters Inc. and like the Goonies and like Scream movies and like anything that related to anything kind of creepy. I was freaked out by. So the Land Before Time is where I went, and I used to have like this really fat CVS player. I think they're called CVS players. VHS player. It's called a VHS player. The Scooby-Doo snacks. When I was a kid, the Scooby-Doo snacks were iconic. Like, if you ever needed a cheap snack, the Scooby-Doo snacks were where it's at. And they were kind of healthy too. So like my father, he made me always go on like a healthy, he was strict. He wouldn't let us have fast food. He wouldn't let us have ice cream. But when it came to snacks, the Scooby-Doo snacks were where it's at, boy.
Chef's kiss!
And these are just the gummies too. Oh, okay, they're the actual Scooby-Doo snacks. Yeah, dude, those things are iconic. But so are the gummies too. I actually do remember those. Oh, the book fair pencil toppers. You know what I feel like is missing from this? Box tops. You know, like those like cut off squares at the top of like a cereal box or something that you would turn in for like, I think it was a free reward. I don't think it was money. It was like a free reward. I miss those. That should be in this video. Anyways. The book fairs and the pencil toppers. Those were iconic, man. No, there's the box tops. Okay, good. You gotta have them in here. Like, that was something that had to have been in every kid's thing. I think nowadays it's all online. But back in the day, yeah, you used to have to cut them things off of boxes. That's why they're called box tops. Being the line leader. Okay, this is like when I was a kid, being the line leader was like the biggest deal ever. We used to have like job boards in my school where you would have like, you know, helping with the staff for lunch, helping with being the line leader, helping with recess lineup, with cleanup, being like the principal's aide, being the janitor. They pretty much pushed off child labor on us, Loki, but I guess it worked because I'm okay, I guess. I don't know. When I was in school, that was like the biggest deal, was being one of the leaders. Temple Run. Okay, that one's not that old, but like, I do miss Temple Run. Temple Run was iconic. You pretty much just this jungle dude that would get chased by a bunch of apes, and I think that was the first one. And the second one, you got chased by like a mutant ape, and you would just constantly run on. Like, it's kind of like Subway Surfers, but more like escaping the prison, the Stickman games, dude. Oh my god, they had like 1 million of these, and I was addicted to them when I was a kid on the bus or something, dude. Me and my old buddy used to play these. We used to fight over these. Yeah, and you would pretty much just be a stickman and get stuck in prison or in some situation and then find a way out, and you're just out. Might have to download that too. This one's kind of like from my childhood. I don't know if like every school did this, but I know my school did. We had like a Survivor week where you'd pretty much, like, you'd be all at table groups with like 4 people, and you would go create a name and then do a whole bunch of challenges, and then at the end of the week, whoever had the most points would get taken to like somewhere like Skate World, or I think Skate World's just a local place down here, and it got closed down actually, but you would get taken to somewhere like skating or to a movie or bowling or ice cream. Those were pretty fun. And you know, another thing I was surprised wasn't in this video was toys at the bottom of the cereal. You never see that anymore. Like, they stopped doing that in like early 2010, I think. I don't know if that's accurate at all. I should probably be accurate instead of just saying random facts, but I myself never actually got a toy at the bottom of the cereal. I was jealous. I was a very jealous kid. I would make my parents buy me the boxes of cereal in hope that I would get them, and I never did. Alright, well, this video definitely had me on a reminiscing spree. Like, I haven't thought about some of this stuff in 10, 15 years. If you guys did enjoy this video, I'll make another one where I buy some of the products from this video, and another, you know, and we'll actually test them. But only if this hits like 100 likes. I'm too broke to be giving away nothing, you know? Okay, bye.